Gil just entertained us with some guitar music. I'm wondering if the NFL can top that today with its excitement.
Believe me, it's hard to top Gil on the guitar, but we'll try to. You know, some great matchups today. Niners, Eagles, the Bills playing the Oilers, and a shocker, Pittsburgh Steelers won. Upsets, dramatic come-from-behind victories, and overtime heroics would dominate Week 3 of the NFL season. The Astrodome in Houston would be the site of the best game of the day as the Oilers squared off against the Bills. This one would take 4 quarters, an overtime period, and 88 points before a winner would be decided. Let's go to the action, pick this one up. The Oilers had one thing on their mind today: win at any cost. Fourth quarter, Warren Moon to Ernest Gibbons. He spins and heads to the end zone, and watch this. Up and over all the way on his feet. Touchdown Oilers, 38-34 late in the fourth quarter. It's not over, though. Jim Kelly finds wide open Thurman Thomas on the sideline. Thurman says, nobody's around. I'm going to score. 41-38 Bills. But hold on, the Oilers come back. Tony Zendejas connects on a 52-yard field goal with 8 seconds left. We're tied at 41. We go to overtime. The Bills wide receiver Andre Reed, the hero in overtime. Watch the move he makes there, heads to the sideline, and he scores, and that wins the game. Final score, 47-41. The Bills beat the Oilers. Elsewhere in the NFL today, Bears all over the lines. Mike Tomczak 302 yards through the air. Colts over the Falcons. Falcons fall to 1-3. And yes, this score is right. Steelers win. They couldn't buy a win 2 weeks ago, and last week. Today they beat the Vikings, a tough team, 27-14. Former Georgia Bulldog Tim Worley, he was fumbling crazy last week. Today he makes up for it. He scores on this 8-yard run. He had 52 yards on the day, 14-7 Steelers. After that, the Steelers defense would take control. Mean Joe Green looks on. Steelers sack the Viking quarterbacks 5 times on the day. Gerald Williams with that sack. Steelers upset the Vikings 27-14, the final. Elsewhere on Week 3 of the NFL, Buccaneers upset the Saints 20-10. Vinny Testaverde, 227 yards and a touchdown. The Giants all over the Cardinals 35-7. Seahawks win for the first time 24-3 over the Patriots. And 49ers and Eagles play. This is a great game. 49ers win by 10. The 49ers had a giant headache today, and the man giving it to them was this guy, Randall Cunningham. Here he drops back. He floats one to Jimmy Giles with the touch, and he makes the catch. 8 minutes to go, 28-17, Eagles in control. But Joe Montana says, hold on, we're not going to give up. Montana hits a wide-open Tom Rathman, 28-24, Philadelphia. Montana goes to work again. This time he lost to Fred Jones. 31-28, Niners out in front. 49ers come from behind, take it 38-28, your final. Elsewhere in Week 3, the Redskins over the Cowboys. Troy Aikman sacked 4 times today. The Rams squeak past the Packers 41-38. Chargers and Jim McMahon, they win today for the first time 21-6 over the Chiefs. Dolphins losing a close one to the Jets 40-33. And the Broncos lose by 10 to the Raiders 31-21, the final in that one. Well, the San Francisco Giants are a step closer toward clinching the National League West. The Giants manhandling the Houston Astros this afternoon 10-2, eliminating the Astros from the championship contention and dropping their magic number to 2 in the process. Got some highlights of this one. Pick it up. Great catch in this one. Pat Sheridan comes up and robs Gerald Young of a hit. San Francisco's offensive punch, you guessed it, comes from the bat of Kevin Mitchell. Here in the fourth, he takes Jim Clancy deep. His 47th homer of the year. Robbie Thompson steps up a little later in the 5th, adds insult to injury with this 3-run homer. The Giants all over the Astros 10-2. The Giants' magic number for clinching the West now is only 2. Elsewhere in the National League, Padres win, but it didn't help them as the Giants won. Cardinals over the Phillies 2-1. But guess what? The Cubs kept up with them 4-2. Cubs look like they're headed toward a division championship. Cubs' Dwight Smith continues his hitting streak in the first. He singles to left. That's his 7th consecutive hit. 1-0. Chicago Cubs are out in front. Move now to the second. Catcher Joe Girardi. Joe's up and Joe delivers a rope to right center. Domingo Ramos is going to score. Cubs win it 4-2. Their magic number is now only 3. Let's go now to the American League. The A's win today. A's dropped their magic number to 2 as the Angels lost 5-4 to the Indians. Brewers over the Blue Jays 8-3. Toronto still leads in that division though by 1 game as the Orioles lose to the Yankees 2-0. Well, if you ask Darrell Waltrip what his favorite track in the NASCAR circuit was, he just might say Goody's 500, Martinsville, Virginia. Today, he won for the third consecutive time on the half-mile oval. That marks his 6th victory of the season, his 79th of his career. Waltrip won the race today on a caution flag after his brother Michael spun out on lap 498. Harry Gant was second, followed by Dick Trickle, Rusty Wallace, and Darrell Jarrett. Waltrip's average speed today, 76.571 miles per hour. His winner's check, 55,000 plus. From the hot tracks of NASCAR, we move to the cold floor of the Civic Center. That's where the Charger hockey team held its annual blue and white hockey game tonight. We got some highlights over there. Doug Ross getting excited about the season as he yells at his players. And so was Jim Goonan. This guy's red hot tonight. Slaps one right past the blue team's goalie. 1-0. White squad out in front. Here comes Goonan again. Same place, same results. Right past the guy. It's 2-0 at this point. White team out in front. They go on to win tonight. The final score 8-5. Chargers' first game is October the 19th. Their first home game, November the 3rd. Well, don't go away. Coming up next, you guessed it, those plays of the week.